The movie Us by Jordan Peele has been rather divisive among horror fans. On the surface, it appears to be just a lengthy episode of The Twilight Zone. But, like the threat in the movie, there's a lot more lurking beneath the surface. Now, fair warning, I'm going to get deep into spoiler territory here, so if you haven't seen the movie Us, I strongly urge you to watch it first. That being said, let's unpack this masterpiece. First, let's dive into the smaller metaphors of the film. One thing we notice is that the shadows, the homicidal clones of everyone, are wearing the same thing: red jumpsuits and armed with a pair of scissors. The clothing is representative of a prison uniform, giving the shadows an escape from incarceration kind of feel. The red color is indicative of the blood they intend to spill. The scissors are pretty straightforward metaphorically. The shadows say that they are tethered to normal surface-dwelling human beings. Scissors cut tethers. Pretty straightforward. The rabbits in the film are explained as being a self-perpetuating food source for the shadows. A lot of people have the idea that the rabbits have some deeper meaning, but personally, I think they simply represent Alice going down the rabbit hole, seeing how the shadows live underground. Also, when we see the rabbits loose down in the tunnels, it simply means that the evil is out and multiplying. Now, getting into some of the really hardcore meanings, I first want to take a look at 1111. It appears several times in the movie, most notably of which is a sign carried by a homeless man quoting a Bible verse. The verse states, "Behold, I am bringing disaster on them which they will not be able to escape. They will cry to me, yet I will not listen to them." Roughly translated,
"Son, you're on your own."
But there's another little Easter egg hidden behind 1111. Several times in the movie we see stick figures. Converted to stick figures, 1111 represents the average household: mother, father, daughter, son. But perhaps the most puzzling thing is the metaphor behind Hands Across America. This caught me off guard, but after repeated viewings and research, I think I finally understand. In the mid-1980s, when we first constituted Hands Across America, it was to show that we were lovingly united in wanting a bright future for the country and all its inhabitants. The shadows represent a soulless, cruel version of ourselves. As they unite their hands, it means that we live in a very different America. Not one where we stand united for a good cause, but one of greed, corruption, and animosity. I can see a grim message here, but it's meant to be a wake-up call. In the words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other. That wraps up this janky movie breakdown. Check out my friends at Pop Culture Philosophers, Killing Time, and The Horror, and remember, if you can't be fancy, be janky. See ya.